I, Dr. Karuna Segul, Associate Professor, CSC Department, SGBIT Belgavi. Today we'll be talking about the C Lab and we'll discuss on program 2, that is commercial calculator. Write a C program which will do the commercial or act as the commercial calculator. The definition of the program 2 goes like this. Develop a program to solve simple computational problems using arithmetic expressions and use of each operator leading to simulation of a commercial calculator. So in this case, you are not supposed to use any built-in mathematical functions. So moving to the pseudocode of this particular program. Okay. So in this case, we are supposed to use the switch statement to do this task. For this, why we are using the switch statement? The reason behind that is, so you have to go ahead with the menu driven kind of stuff, because in case of this, you have something called as the commercial calculator. Means you have to work on variety of things, something like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and the modulus operation here. So we consider these are the basic operators that are available in the commercial calculator and will proceed with the same thing. And using a switch statement, this becomes very easy for us to do or carry out these operations very easily. So for that, what we are going to do, first we'll try to display the menu, and according to the menu, we'll take up the case values here. So case 1 stands for the addition, so which is going to do the addition of two numbers. Case 2 is going to deal with the subtraction there, and case 3 is going to deal with the multiplication. Case 4 is going to talk about the division operation. So in division operation, try to take care of the divide by zero error also. And fifth one is the modulus operator. Right? So whenever we talk about the modulus operator, please remember modulus will be operated only on the integer values. So with this basics, so we'll talk, or we go ahead with the pseudocode of the commercial calculator. Program are the pseudocode that is helping us to solve or act as the commercial calculator here, which is going to help us to solve simple problems there. So it is asking us to read two values, A and B. We are going to read those things. First it is going to print the message, then it is going to ask us the values to be read there as A and B. Then it is going to display a menu. So that menu consists of which option you wanted to choose. So according to that, it is going to work on it is going to carry out the operation on the given data there. So it is asking us to enter the choice here. So we are going to read the choice here. The switch value that is given is any one of these values. Okay. So now depending on this, so switch is going to switch to any one of the case value. So choice is 1 here, then it is going to go ahead with the case value 1. If choice is 2, it is going to go ahead with the case value 2. And if the choice value is 3, it is going to go ahead with the 3. Okay. If other than these 5 values are given as a choice value, then it is going to go ahead with the default of the switch statement, which is going to give us a message called as invalid operator or invalid input there. Okay, so in this case, as we have already mentioned, the 1 stands for the addition, right? So we are going ahead with the sum is equal to A plus B. These are the two operands that we have given, and we are going to do this operation on this particular or on these two operators. And we are going to print the summation. And in each case, we are going to use the break statement because it is helping us to come out of the particular case statement there. Okay, so second case is going to help us to do the minus operation or subtraction operation here. That's what we are doing. Again, it is printing the result of the subtraction operation, and to come out of that particular case statement, we are going to again use the break statement. As moving to case 3 is dealing with the multiplication of two numbers there. Then after doing the multiplication, the result will be displayed and we are breaking out of the case 3 there. Okay, if you go ahead with the case 4 here, so we'll check for the condition whether the denominator is 0 or what. If it denominator is 0, we'll try to display an error message telling that divide by 0 error. Else, we are going to do the or proceed with the division operation here. As we people are working on integers, it is left to the individuals whether they want to do the operations on the integers or the floating point values, right? So depending on that, you have to declare those things. So in our case, we are dealing with the integers there. Okay, so division is again done on the only the integer part here, our integer data there, a and b, right? Okay, so now A divided by B is yielding us only the quotient part, and that will be stored inside the division there, and that we are going to print, and after doing that we are going to come out of the break. And this break, if you look at this break, please remember, if this is executed, if this particular statement is true, after printing this divide by 0, we are also breaking here. Okay, or if this condition is not satisfied, then if you are going ahead with else part, again in that case also, so else part contents will be executed. Again, we are going to break the case 4 there. Okay, in the similar fashion, we'll be writing the things for the modulus operation also. If b is equal to 0 there, then print result is undefined there. Okay, because again divide by 0, right? Okay, so now if you go ahead with this, okay, sometimes it is up to you people whether you want to go ahead with this 0, because we are going ahead with the reminder there. Okay, so I mean sometimes you may consider this also, right? So it is left to the individuals. Usually denominator is 0, then we assume that it is not the right way of taking the data there. So else part, we are going ahead with what we call it as the modulus operator. So this mod operator always gives us the reminder of the division operation there. So we, after getting the modulus or the reminder there, that will be displayed on the screen there. Okay, so now again the same thing is true with the break statement. If this condition is true, again printing, after printing this message, it is going to break the fifth case. Or if this is not true, again it is going ahead with the else part, and it is going to calculate the reminder part, and it is going to print that, and we are going to come out of the fifth case there. Okay, if whatever data or whatever choice you have given is not in the list or not in the menu there, then it is going to print an invalid choice there. And so we are going to close the what we call it as a case statement here. Then we are going to close the main there. Now this is about a simple pseudo code that does or acts as the commercial calculator here. So I'll try to write the program for the same now. Okay, so look at the program. So we need to go ahead with what we call it as the documentation section. So just to mention the title of the program there, then we'll be including the stdio.h that helps us to work on the printf statement and a scanf statement there, or input output statement there. Then following with the int main there, right? So if you are using the int main there, the last statement of the main program should be a return 0. If you are using it as a void main, then you need not worry about usage of there. Use the return 0 as a last statement of the main program there. Okay, so let's go ahead with the various variables that we are going to use inside our program. So if you go ahead with this int, so these are some of the variables that we are going to use. As I already mentioned, we are worried or we are working on only integer here. So we have taken all the things as a part as a integers here. It is up to you people whether you want to take those things as okay, the floating point value, you can define it as a floating point value, but for the modulus operation, you have to explicitly typecast that particular floating point value to integer before you proceed with the mod operation, because modulus will be operated on only on integer division or integer datas. Okay, so now it is asking you people to enter the values for a and b. and you are reading the same thing with the help of scanf statement there. So after reading that, so it is going to display a menu. So 1 for the addition, 2 for the subtraction, and so on there. Then it is going to ask you to enter the choice. Then you are going to read the choice there. Okay, so this choice, please remember, this choice must be any one of these values that you have taken here. Either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If any one, other than these value, so that choice value will be directly going to the default of the switch statement. I'll begin with the switch statement. Okay, so switch choice. Please remember, whenever you go ahead with this choice value here, so choice value should be either an integer value or it can be a character, but it shouldn't be any floating point value. Other than that, it is not acceptable. Only the integer are the characters. Okay, so it may be an expression, but that expression, evaluation of that expression must yield an integer value there. So now depending on the choice value, we are going to write the cases there, right? So first case, so case 1. So we are doing the summation there. So it is doing the summation here and we are printing the same thing and we are coming out of the case 1 there using a break statement. If you don't use the break statement, it will continue with the second case there. So every case must end with the break statement there. If you go ahead with the second case, it is doing the subtraction, it is printing the same thing and it is coming out of the case, that is the case 2. The same thing is true for the case 3. Okay, so it is doing, in this case, it is doing the multiplication, right, on a 2 operands. Then the result will be displayed and it is coming out of the case 3 value there. Then if you go ahead with the case 4 here, it is going to check what we call it as, right, the denominator there. If the denominator is 0, it's going to print it as the divide by 0. And if it is not equal to 0, then it is going to do the division operation. Right. So again, I'm mentioning here, it is going to do the division operation on a integer values here. So that's why it's going to print only the quotient, integer quotient part as a result over here. Then the last statement of this case should be break here. I'm using the same thing here because I wanted to come out of the switch statement now. Case 5. So it is up to you people whether you want to use the denominator as 0 or no. Okay, if you use denominator as 0, then write it as result undefined. Okay, if it is denominator is not 0, then proceed with the calculation of a mod operator. And please take care that A and B should be of the type integer. Right? Okay. Then whatever reminder you are going to get out of it, so that will be displayed. So after this, we are going to break again, or we are going to use a break there to come out of the switch statement there. Last statement is default statement. If other than 5 values or 5 choices, if you give any other values, so we have to give it as an invalid choice there. So now we are going to close the switch statement there. Then after that, as you have started with the int main there, the last statement should be return 0 here. Then we are going to close the main brace here. So this is the simplest program, okay, that we have dealt with. Okay, I'll show you the sample output of the same thing here, right? Okay, so now these are the sample input. Enter the values of A and B here, 2 and 3. So these are the sum of the choices, that is, it is displaying there. Then you have to enter your choice. I've entered it as 1 there, and it is going to give me the result as 5 there. Right, so another sample input which is going to do the subtraction, where I've given my choice as 2 there, right? So it's displaying the menu. Okay, so to play with the system, so these examples are very useful for the beginners. Okay, so this is another example, 3 and 2, and in this case we have given a choice as 3 there, and it is going to give the result as a multiplication there. Right, and go ahead with the division operation there. So 4 and 2 there. So if you go ahead with this, so if I give the option as 4 there, then it is going to give me the result as 2 there. So it's a quotient value. Okay, so this is all about the commercial calculator, right? Okay, so thank you so much. So I'll close today's session.